Humble pie, boy. You know, I know everybody's talking about it, and I just wanted to say a couple things. You know, everyone wants to point to the fact that Broner got exposed, and I guess he did, but a couple things. We learned a couple important things from this fight. Number one, Maidana's improved a lot. Working with that trainer in Oxnard, I forget his name, who seems to be good with helping heavy hitters gain some boxing skills to add to the repertoire, so to speak, and make them improved fighters. You know, I think that's important. I think Maidana is. I think I said it in my last video when he beat Josecito Lopez. Was it Josecito Lopez? I believe it was. And that Maidana's looking much improved. And I think he looked even more improved this time around. I loved the level of seriousness that he... Sorry, fellas, there was a cop right there. I love the level of seriousness that he portrayed coming into the fight, you know? I mean, Broner needs to watch some old film of Tyson, when Tyson was kicking ass, the way he used to come into the fight, you know? Black trunks, white towel, all fucking business, you know? None of this bullshit, flash and pizzazz, you know? You could do that shit after the fight, not before. And I think one thing we noticed is that I think that what we can do is gain respect for Mayweather's game even more so by this fight, because so many people compared him to Mayweather, and you can now see that, you know, he's only, you know, out, like they say, outside of that Philly shell, there's not much more to him that's in common with Mayweather than that. You know, Mayweather, what he does is he respects his opponent. That's why it always kind of seems like he's not really winning the first few rounds, because he goes, as much shit he talks outside the ring and before the fight, you know, we all know that that's just for tickets. What does he do when he goes in the ring? He goes in the ring and he lets, basically, he waits until he discovers weaknesses in his opponent and then exploits them. He doesn't assume anything about his opponent. And when he did, that's when he almost got caught, like he did with Shane Mosley. And I think he thought Mosley was getting too long in the tooth, and that this was going to be easy work, as they say, but it wasn't. And he learned from that fight, and he hasn't fucked up like that since. But you know, this fight, you know, I think it showed Maidana's improvement. Oh, and one more thing. What it did show is how tough Broner is. You know, Broner took some square hits to the jaw. I mean, square hits. And, you know, and stayed standing, man. I mean, that motherfucker's tough. We gotta give him that. He talks a lot of shit. He is tough. I don't think his skills are anywhere near where he thought they were. But, you know, we'll see what happens. He's young. And that Keith Thurman fight, man, that was a fun fight to watch too. Both those guys super tough. Like, you know, like to see him in the future as well.